Okay, well, today is departure day. We stayed for a full 2 weeks at this camp, and it was a very nice stay. It's kind of surprising. Yesterday, a ranger drove by, and we thought he was going to ask us about how long we've been here. And he just asked us if we needed any water. Pretty cool. And real nice being at the base of the Oregon Mountains here. But it is time to move on.
Let's roll.
All right, let's do this. Got a beautiful day on our hands here. I think the temps here today, the high is supposed to be just about 80 degrees. Where we're headed, it's a little warmer, about 85, but we're going to be right on some water. So that should make things a little bit more tolerable. Tomorrow at that spot, it's supposed to be, I think, 90. So again, we'll be right on some water. So hopefully that will help with the heat. And then from that camp, I think we're just going to spend a few days there. And we'll move on to somewhere that's got some trees for shade, and again, we'll be by water. Well, that is the current plan. Away we go. Okay, we are back on the highways here. We're using Interstate 25 heading north out of Las Cruces, New Mexico area, heading towards Elephant Butte, New Mexico. Got a big reservoir there. It's a state park. They have some dispersed camping within the state park. It's $8 a night, so we're going to probably stay for 2 or 3 nights. That is the plan. There's a little heat wave the next few days. Tomorrow's supposed to be over 90 degrees, so sounds like a good place to be next to some water. We'll go check it out. I've never been there. I know quite a few people that camp there often, so it'll be neat to check out. It is New Mexico's biggest state park. We're just going to sit back and enjoy the ride. We've only got about an hour and a half drive. Okay, we are coming through a U.S. Border Patrol checkpoint. You see these often in the southern states that border the Mexico international border. The idea, you see all these cameras on the left, they're all getting shots of my plates and my vehicle. Got my cameras on too, but I always wave at the camera. They are looking for illegal drug trafficking, illegal immigrant trafficking, all that kind of stuff. Thank you, appreciate it. There is a town of Elephant Butte as well we're passing through. The sign says, "Let the fun begin." Okay, looks like a road is closed going in here. There is a detour sign. Just like a little small section there. All right, we have bypassed the road work. Yeah, it looks like this state park is just a few miles from town if you needed any supplies. $8 for primitive camping, they call it. That's just going out and parking on the sand by the water. And then they have actual campgrounds with, pull-in spots, picnic benches, shade structures. Those are $10 a night, which is pretty reasonable. But we're going to do the primitive. We paid for 2 nights, and if we want to stay another night, we'll run back up and pay for 1 more. She kind of gave me the lowdown on the primitive dispersed camping in the park. She said just keep an eye on where other people are camped. There are soft spots. People get stuck all the time. Just try to stay on the main roads and the areas where you see other people have camped. So I'm going to do just that. Give you guys a shot off to the right here. You're missing the view. Oh, there's a moto camper. Yeah, looks like these are extra campsites here. This is cool. Okay, we're gonna go scout out something here. Gotta be careful. There are some soft looking spots here, but try to blast through those. Momentum, momentum. Hey, here we go. Let's do this right here. Well, here we are waking up to a beautiful morning right on the water. Sun's just coming up there. It's nice and calm. It was warm yesterday. It was in the mid 80s. And today is supposed to be over 90. Didn't cool off much. Got a little thermometer in here. It is showing 61 for a low. I had my windows open and my roof vent open all night. That's as cool as it got in the van. So it's going to be a warm one today. I think I'm going to get my shade cloth up on this side of the van. The sun's going to eventually kind of go over my van a little bit, so we'll have a little bit of a shadow here, but in the morning we're going to have full sun. So I'm going to get that up. All right, it is about 8 a.m. and it is warming up quickly out there. So I'm going to go ahead and get some food in my slow cooker here and just leave that on for most of the day so I don't have to do any cooking this evening when it's the heat of the day. So I had this pork loin in my freezer for a little while, so I took it out yesterday to defrost it, cut it in half. I think I'm only going to put half of that in there and then add some vegetables as well and just let that slow cook. That'll be dinner. It's actually still a little frozen in the middle, but it's going to be cooking all day. Okay, and I'll just add a little bit of water to that. Plenty. Plugged in, inverter on. And I'm going to go ahead and start that off on high to get it warmed up. And I'll probably kick it down to low in a couple hours. And for my carrots, I just spray with a little vinegar to rinse them off. You like carrot? Try that. He loves carrot. He's such a good boy, Hobbs. He's so good. So this is Hobbs' little treat here. Cal got this for him. It's called a chili penguin. And it's this kind of hard rubber like a dog toy, but it's got a spot in it where you can fill it with something. So she put a little bit of water and peanut butter in there. Or you could put like beef broth, and then you put it in the freezer. So it's like a frozen treat for your dog. And it's pretty hot out today, so it looks like he's enjoying it. Okay, we'll give you a little glimpse of where we're camped here. This is actually a really cool setup here. For $8 a night, I feel like it's a pretty good deal to be able to camp out right on the beach here. And they do have porta potties here on the beach areas. There's a set just right up here, not very far at all. And then if you wanted to, you could ride a bicycle or take a long walk up to the campground where they actually have flush toilets. It's pretty cool. The wind really picked up though. I was going to try to do some kayaking, but it is just too windy. I have an inflatable kayak and it doesn't track well at all, so if it's windy, I end up getting stuck out there. But I've gone in and swam a couple times, which has been really nice in the heat of the day. It's about 4 p.m. right now. I think it topped out at about 89, 90 degrees. Maxed out at about 86 degrees in the van. And just keeping my fans off, or just keeping my fans on, and we got this shade cloth here, which was really nice for most of the afternoon. We were able to just hang out in the shade, had our lunch out here, had Hobbs out here on his little cot. It's just been really cool. Kind of just feels like hanging out at the beach all day without the salt water. Probably go for one more swim. The water is actually really cold. I don't have a temp on it, but it is quite icy. So it's just kind of dip in, cool off, and come on out, and cools you down for a good couple hours. Really nice. Go check in on Hobbs in here. Hey Hobbs, how you doing? Got your cooling vest on? Kel had this from her last dog. You can soak it with water and it just kind of slowly evaporates and keeps him nice and cool. He goes from panting to just chilling out like he is now. Keeping a watch on things, Hobbs. Doing your job, huh? Okay, we're checking in on dinner here. I ended up chopping up a potato I didn't realize I had, and a big thick slice of onion I tossed in there as well with the carrots and celery. And everything is cooked, so I've got it turned to just the warm setting. I really didn't want to add any more liquids to fully submerge these potatoes, so I've just kind of been moving them around. They're all fully cooked. So we'll just leave it on warm till we're ready to eat. Get a little sample of the juices there. So flavorful. So we'll just let that sit for warm. We're not going to eat for probably another hour or two. At the sunset, we'll probably go hang out outside for a little bit and go for another swim. Okay, and there's the finished product there. That pork loin is just falling apart tender. That's what we were going for. Glad I added those veggies a little after, so they're not overdone. Give it a try here. That's pretty dang good. Well, the moon was rising last night, and now it's setting this morning. Nice big yellow moon. And here comes the sun. I think we're in for another beautiful day. Hey. A lot of good sniffing around here, huh, Hobbs? Well, I just wanted to thank you all for hanging out in another video. Just wanted to talk about something for a few minutes before we wrap it up here. I get this one question all the time over the years, and I don't think I've ever really addressed it. Asking how I deal with dirt and dust in the van. It gets dirty and dusty in here just from tracking, going in and out of the van, and now with the dog. So I use a battery-powered vacuum. This is made by Ryobi. There are other ones out there, ones you can plug into a cigarette lighter. I've been using this one for a few years, and it works very well. It uses their standard interchangeable battery. It does suck through the batteries pretty quick, so on this one, this is like a 3 amp hour, a bigger capacity than some of their other batteries. I have the flashlight as well, which I have a smaller battery attached. It's the same. I could use this on the vac. It would just run out quicker. I think the flashlight is the first Ryobi tool I got, and I also have some power tools, a circular saw and jigsaw that's pretty much built this van with. The flashlight's cool. It angles. It's super bright. It's good utility light just to have. It seems like it's always charged. I just have it set handy, so any late night emergencies or I need to step out. They also have a little inverter. It's only 150 watts, but you can plug in one of the batteries. I use this for my hair clippers that are AC powered. So it's got an AC plug on front. Just plug in the little battery. I can take this outside, trim my hair without having to run a extension cord from my main inverter. So that's cool. It's got 2 USB ports to charge your phone or whatever. So, you know, I'm kind of invested in the line. I have the batteries and a few other tools. So getting the vac was kind of a no-brainer. It works very, very well. I use it on the floors. It's 2-stage filter. One of the filters is actually, both filters are replaceable if you want, but they're cleanable. I just clean them every now and then. The paper filter, the secondary one that catches all the really fine powder, I empty that pretty much between each use because I get a lot of that fine dust in here. Use it on the floors. I can use it on my bed. Hobbs blanket here pretty much every morning after coffee. I'll just get busy in here vacuuming everything up, all the surfaces, and that way it traps all that fine dust powder. If I sweep it, it just kind of starts circulating. So yeah, it's been a good investment. I would recommend these. I think they're on a new model now. Kelly has one and it's slightly different but uses the same battery. I think maybe the difference on hers is it's rated for wet and dry vacuuming. I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been really happy with this. Yeah, it makes a little bit of noise, but it does the trick. All right, that's all I got for y'all on this one. Hope you're doing well out there. We'll see you soon in the next one. Take care. Peace.